simulation streaming for the night, but now we might just lose our lives. It beckons me, the light. We cross the line beyond imagination. A treasure that's in sight, but for its prize we'll have to fight for our lives. Tiger ambush, another down by Tony's attack. Run 'em back through the woods off of instinct. Tony's tactics controlling the pack. They go left, they go right, but you won't make it through this night. In this landscape we play, we won't live to see the day. We load up our stockpile, adventuring, we raid countrysides. Raid and run, failed and died. Sweat on our eyelids, tied up for our lives. Predestined for this life, but damn, it's full of frustration. Just want a portal home, hell in mind. I curse the grind. Tiger ambush, another down by Tony's attack. Run 'em back through the woods off of instinct. Tony's tactics controlling the pack. They go left, they go right, but you won't make it through this night. In this landscape we play, we won't live to see the day. We load up our stockpile, adventuring, we raid countrysides. Raid and run, failed and died. Sweat on our eyelids, tied up for our lives. Predestined for this life.
There we go.
I dream of it, amongst the wild history and the myriad of paths.
Hi, Raven.
Paths saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, swordmasters,
Well, and Dune Awakening's
mystical
available
ranges
for
of
the
Sistra.
beta weekend, so I mean,
But it was the
gotta get in on
navigators
this.
and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins.
I'm waiting for a part to come in. It comes in tomorrow, and then hopefully, you know, it'll go quicker after that. Because right now it's kind of at a standstill.
There was no Muad'Dib, no Lizan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
To me? Oh my. Yeah, cause it's a double Y, so it looks like a W. Like, so this is a standard Y, and then a double Y adds the other side to it. so that way it, looks like a W. But what I need is one that's 3 inch, 3 inch, 3 inch. But the only ones that you can find in stores nowadays are 3 inch through the middle and 2 inch, 2 inch on the sides, which is not what I need. I need the 3 inch all around. Yeah. It comes in tomorrow. And then I work tomorrow 9 to 6. So hopefully when I get home, I'm going to jump right into doing that piping. And then hopefully that shouldn't take too long. Rude. Excuse me? It couldn't compile the shaders. That's crazy, considering it's like, yeah, when I did the benchmark test, it's like, yeah, no, it'll run this game just fine. Um, but hopefully I can get all the plumbing done tomorrow pretty quickly, and then it's mixing concrete on Sunday morning and pouring it and letting it cure. And then after that, hopefully it just is smooth sailing. After that I'll focus on the electrical. Once the electrical's done, then I start doing the tiling. Well, after the electrical's done, then I do the go board. Once the go board's done, then I do the tiling. Tiling leads to shower. Shower leads to or get tile in, toilet in, vanity in, um, potentially bathtub in, and maybe shower last, because the shower's going to take the longest, and if I can use the rest of the bathroom while I'm putting in the shower, that would be great. It honestly just depends on how. I mean, it is kind of. I mean, it's just a step by step process. It's not that it's not difficult to lay it out on paper. Um, it's more difficult actually doing the things. To an extent, laying tile is not difficult per se. It's just tedious. Especially when you're doing wall tile and lay tile and you got to make a lip edge and you're doing a shower bench and a shower inset. All of those things take time. But they're not super hard to do. Why is this not working? GeForce 40 series, 4070 Ti Super. Start search. Manual driver search. But I mean, it just takes time. Like honestly, the most difficult part of this whole thing is already done, which is doing the cutting through the foundation. Like that's really the hardest part. Like once you cut through the foundation, like the next step is simple. It's just cutting pipe and reconnecting it, and then once you've done that, then you backfill dirt, put down moisture barrier, fill with concrete, let concrete set, do your electrical so that way you've got solid ground to stand on. Um, and then once it's, cured and you've got solid ground to stand on, route all your electrical, which isn't too hard. Just make sure you don't shock yourself. And then after that, it's put up your walls, waterproof your seams because it's a bathroom. And then once you have all your walls, and in my case, your ceiling back up, um, then you can start to do the tile. Now, luckily, since we are using GoBoard, all I gotta do is prime and paint the parts that aren't tile, and I'm good to go as far as the rest of the bathroom that's not going to be tiled. Because it'll look just like drywall. So, like, the next hardest part of this whole thing will probably be installing the toilet, like, actually on the flange, and making sure that the flange is level and that it's got a good seat on the flange. Um, and then once that's done, the next hardest thing's going to be the shower because the tub's already going to line up with the channel cut that I made through the concrete, and then all I have to do is connect the tub drain to the pipe underneath it, and then wham bam, that's in. It's all a single piece. I just have to build a little knee wall on the one side, which I'm using leftover GoBoard for, and then if I decide to, I'm going to put tile on that side so that way it blends in a little bit better, but I also might just leave it bare. Everything just went black for a second. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Is there a way to preload the shaders? If I'm not able to play this with as beefy as a system as I currently have, I'm gonna be a little upset. I can yawn if I want to. It is contagious. It's contagious in more than just humans, too. If you yawn at your cat will yawn. If you yawn at your dog will yawn. It's a mammalian thing. Come on, you have one fucking shader. Thank you. Oh. And I'm in. Damn, that looks dope as fuck.
Show yourself, child.
Ooh. Import. Yes. Finish. I mean, I'm gonna play it locked first, you know.
Have they told you what I am? Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born? A world of water. Home world of the Atreides. The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfalooth. Did
Na
you give
familia.
bad advice? Or make a bad You had a mentor in your youth, trained by... Yes, I have heard about...
I remember all the choices that I made for the character creator. Ooh.
Kneel. Put your hand in the box.
Oof.
I hold at your neck the Gomjabar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key.
I'm so excited.
And the Fremen
I'm missing.
The Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand? Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Babs. Play Dune with me. Hi, Cam. You want food? What do you want? Food? That's not helpful. Food from where?